We've got them all turned on here, but over here we're 50 Hertz. We found that yesterday we were looking for a 50 Hertz signal. We can try it on 60 Hertz as well, see if it's any different. But we have all the variations of power on these. So on the DD locator, it's kind of looking for a 450 power signal, whereas this one here we can flick between them. So if I go to...
What is the use of this signal if it is not available on the transmitter?
Because these are passive.
Passive, in passive mode.
Passive mode.
Okay.
So on this one here, if I come back to the main screen, so we select, at the minute we're on line mode. If I want to show you this, I'll go to power mode. So I press the button, we're in power. And you see here it says 540 Hertz. I don't think we'll find anything with 540 Hertz because that is part of the 60 Hertz signal. So it's better to turn all these off. But we'll use it today just to show the difference between 50 and 60. And then if I press the frequency, we can now change the frequencies in the power mode. So you see this has gone straight up in 50, showing that power around here is at 50 Hertz. We'll change it on to 60. There. We've got 60 Hertz signal as well for some reason. But we'll go through and we'll use it when we're on site. Back in the menu, we have settings. So settings, you can change your language. Don't know how many languages we have, or if any of them apply to you guys. I'll keep it on English because I can read that. Units, so you can choose between meters, centimeters, feet and inches, but I think it's safe to choose on meters or centimeters, because that's what you guys will be working with. Background, so you can choose the auto light on. So on here, this little bit here in the middle is a light sensor, so if it's dark you'll have a backlight come on. Shutdown timer, so if this is not used, none of the buttons are used in 5 minutes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yep, it'll just turn itself off, save battery power. Shutdown timer. And then at the bottom we have communications. So this can allow you to connect Bluetooth. It can allow you to connect radio control if you need, and connect into the transmitter. So from this we can connect to the transmitter, and on the transmitter every time we change the frequency, so if we change it from 33 to 8, on here it will change the transmitter, and the transmitter will then put that signal on there as well. This is good when we had problems yesterday where we were interfering, everybody had lots of different transmitters on and we were all using the same signal. On this one, instead of walking all the way back to the transmitter, you change the frequency here, and then the next thing on your cable you have 8 kHz coming through, or whatever frequency you choose.
But within the Bluetooth range?
Distance, it's a long range Bluetooth, so it's a few hundred meters. Direct. It's not through buildings, not through obstacles, but
Something like Wi-Fi?
yeah, we've never really used this, to be honest with you.
Used it before.
You've used it before?
You can arrange maybe less.
Yeah. If you're using for the TX, use the TX link, and then Bluetooth. So what we'll do today is we'll be Bluetoothing to tablets. And this is your options. So this is, do you want audio on your unit? Yes, we do. And there's 2 different options of audio, the style that it works with. People prefer different sounds. There's not too much difference, but some of them can be quite irritating. So you can have a play around with that if you like and find one you prefer. But to be honest with you, if you keep it on, whatever it is, it's not going to do you any harm. Gain. So at the minute it's on semi-auto. What this means is if we click the arrow down when we have the signal, it will kind of go take a big chunk of the signal down just to try and get it into the middle. Okay? Instead of, if it's manual, you'll be pressing, it kind of drops it halfway, and then drops it halfway, if you imagine it like that. Do we want the arrows to tell us where the cable are? I would suggest yes, because then it tells you which direction we need to be moving into. Auto depth. I always have auto depth on, just because if I'm above a cable immediately on the screen it will tell me the depth the cable is and the milliamps that it's reading as well. You can set it to manual, and that just means every time you come above a cable you need to hold this down, but if there's something that does it automatically, you may as well use that. And then offset depth. So this is on. Offset depth, if you remember, I said if you get to a cable and you can't quite find it, you can then rotate the locator to the side, and then it will show you where the cable is, this distance from here to here, and it'll tell you the depth at that point as well. Okay, so we'll go through that. System information is your firmware, all general information of the locator. Ambient noise is the one I mentioned, so this is one of the features on the advanced model. This means if you click on this one, it will tell you what frequencies are in the area, what would be a good signal to use on your transmitter, and what would be a really bad choice because it would have lots of interference. So all you do with this one is you click the arrow across, and straight away it will start to search. Now because we're in power mode, it's only searching power frequencies. Here it's saying 150 might be good. 50 Hertz is not too bad, even though it's got a big bar, but we know that's the main signal here. And it basically gives you an information on what's there. If we come back and we change frequency to line mode, and then go into ambient noise, it will now run through all the frequencies that we have set active on here. And it tells us what signals are good, what signals are bad. So there's your 8 kilohertz and 33. They're the two that we were using yesterday with the DD locators. Okay, and lastly we have TX control as well. So when it's paired up to the transmitter, you can come into this one and it'll tell you exactly what the transmitter's doing. So this is like a mirror of the transmitter screen. So if you lose signal, so do you remember, I can't remember, I think you guys were doing it yesterday, we were going down the street lights, and all of a sudden the signal dropped from 600 to 30 or something.
And you can change the power of the transmitter
Yep.
from remote.
So yesterday the guys were tracing the street lights and the signal went from 600, which it had been for everybody, down to 30. And you guys said there was a problem, something's gone wrong, what's going on with the locator. I walked back to the transmitter and I realised the transmitter has either been moved or the ground's dried out and the earth wasn't good. On here there is a symbol that would turn up, and we'll see this later when we connect them. There's a symbol with the target to show you that you've got a good earth. If you've not got this target, it will be a warning triangle saying you have no earth. That will be a problem. It's a good indicator. You can quickly flick on here just to see if you've still got transmitter signal running through. Because yesterday we had to walk back to the transmitter, I realised the tone was beeping and it wasn't a solid tone, therefore we know the earth wasn't good, and we had to check both terminals, so the red and the black, to make sure they had good connections. Okay, so on here, what's the first thing we're going to do when we go out to use the locator?